guys, and welcome back to the channel. Where are we at today? We're in the garden. We've got a few jobs to run through here, but the main one, I'm going to take you on a little walk, is the lawn care. So we're going to get the grass. I mean, I'm not going to lie, we don't pride ourselves on having the perfect lawn. It's not even the biggest, because we've obviously taken loads of parts of the lawn up for a bit of flower beds and things like that. But what we have got, we want it to be as good as it can be. So we're going to start from scratch. We already cut it a couple of days ago, and it's not grown much since. So I'm going to run it over with a scarifier. I think one should be enough, because we do that quite regularly. And then after that, I'm going to aerate the lawn. I've bought some new little studded shoe things that look like a weird torture contraption, so we'll get them on and have a go with them, and then I'm going to seed and feed, or feed and seed the lawn, and then we'll leave it, because no doubt we'll have a bit of a spot of rain to water it in, and hopefully in a few months time, saying that, 4 weeks from now should we say, and hopefully in 4 weeks time we should have a perfect lawn, or as good as it can be, because we have got a border terrace in the house and we've got kids here. So we're not going to have a perfect lawn, are we? But we can have it as good as we can. So we're going to get that sorted. We've got a tree fern to get into this gap over here. Obviously I do need to finish painting that, but I have bought some new paint, some black. And we've got a Montana to put on that back fence. You can't see because it's behind the fire pit, because one died over the winter. Now, I don't know how a Montana's died, because we've got probably another 5 in the garden, and they're all fine, thriving, as you can see in the roof above us. It's going to need cutting back. All this is Montana up there. So yeah, we're going to crack on. I'm going to take you along the journey and show you just how easy it is to get the grass looking good for summer. And now is the perfect time to start. So let's crack on. Right, first things first, we've got this. What the hell was that? Wonder what the bloody hell that noise was. Anyway, it was only the trailer door falling down. So, my little mate's outside. Go on.
Real football that we bought yesterday.
That is bought from the football match. But anyway, enough of that, we're going to show you around what we use for the scarifying. So, we've got the Ryobi brushless 18 volt lithium ion battery powered scarifier. And I tell you what, it is brilliant. We've had this. We've had it a few years now. They sent it us a few years ago to try out, and I tell you what, it's never let us down. We did a big lawn with it yesterday, so I mean our lawn's pretty small, to be honest with you, but it will get in here, churn all this up and pull out any dead grass, and we have got some moss in that corner there where the sun don't really go. So we're going to crack on. We're going to get that sorted out with.
And I've got my football cap on. He's got a football.
And he's got his football cap on. So you get playing football, I'll get scarifying, and we'll show you how easy it is. Right, before we get on with that scarifying, what we've got is this cracking. I think we won this in a competition, but we've had the Fiskars version. This is a Draper. I'm not going to say weed, because we're going to revert away from using that term. We're going to use it, a plant in the wrong place remover. Ah, you like how I did that. So yeah, the thing is, we're using weed, the term weed. Plants have the right to be anywhere. So like for instance, we've got dandelion here coming up in the lawn, which has been around way before I have. So who am I to call it a weed and start demonising it? And the thing about that is, as soon as we start calling things weeds, it could send non-gardeners rushing out to start buying chemicals to start putting down. There's no need. I mean, things like dandelion are perfect for early pollinators, and obviously we don't want to eradicate that. There's not much in the way of brightly coloured flowers full of pollen for the early pollinators. So any like wildflowers, especially like dandelions, leave a few alone. I mean, I'm going to take them out of here and we're going to replant them in the hedgerow. Done then. It's easy. We've not. It sort of clears my conscience. We've not killed them, and they will regrow over there in the hedgerow, and obviously the pollinators will find them. So yeah, it's about working with nature, not against it. So Oscar's gonna very kindly demonstrate how easy this tool is while I do the filming. So mind the bare patches in the grass. So we're going to put it over the top of there. So pull that up, pull the handle up. We're going to put that right over the weed as such. Right, and now I want you to stand on there. Use all your weight on top of that. See, we've got compacted grass, which is why we're going to be putting the aeration a bit harder. Let me stand on it right there. So all we do is, it's easier for an adult because I weigh a bit more. Press down like that.
Yeah.
Right, and then as Oscar pulls it back, so you just lean it back now, lean back, lean back, lean back. And it's as easy as that. So all we're going to do is we're going to flick that into the bucket.
How do we do that?
Lift the handle. So pull this handle up.
It's heavy.
So once it's in there, so you don't have to keep bending down, you just pull that up and it falls out, and it's as easy as that. And then you can either throw them in the bin or you can replant them somewhere else. What I like to do though is I like to take some of the soil out, so there we've got the weed out with the root. Don't leave any root in the ground if you can help it, because that's what will regrow. And then the bits of grass with the topsoil in, we'll just replug the hole back up. We have got some topsoil in the trailer which we're going to get out soon to top dress it. But yeah, it's as easy as that. So if you've not got one of these tools, nah, I didn't say it again, did I? You need to invest in one, I promise you. It will make your life so much easier while you're trying to look after your lawn. So once you're left with a little hole like that, looks like you're butchering the lawn, we're just going to put any topsoil that's fallen out, remove any stones, and then, oh, there's another culprit for the lawn. If you can see there, that grub is what we don't want. These are the daddy longleg larvae, and yeah, they eat the roots of the grass, so that's why we end up with the bare patches. We did treat it with the nematodes twice last year, but that is the culprit. So we just collect these up and we'll be putting them on the bird table. The birds will absolutely love them. So yeah, but any bits like that, we just add a bit of topsoil back in that we've dug out so it's level. And then we're going to be reseeding anyway, so it'll be fine. Next one, right, so all you need to do is guide that over there like so. Press it down, jump on it. That's it, he's done it himself, and then pull back. And that's it. Now click it off.
I know how to click it.
Go on then. Go on, I'll have it here. Because all I do is, this topsoil here, as long as there's no roots, it can go back into the hole like so.
Yeah, but we don't want the weeds.
No, we don't want the weeds, and there's one more just there, Oscar.
Oh.
Next up, so we've scarified all the lawn. It's looking good, if I do so still myself. There's quite a lot of reseeding needs going on, but we've got plenty of seed. So next job is, we get the rake out, we're going to rake up any sort of dead grass, moss, anything that's been left behind. The scarify has, yeah, it's quarter filled that ton sack there, just off this little space, so it does get a lot out. So we're going to sort of run the rake over, see what we can get out, and put some topsoil in any bits that look uneven. We've got a little bit here where the tree roots are and it dips a little bit, so we'll chuck a little bit there, and then we're going to run the seed and feed over. So yeah, we're going to crack on with that. As you can see by this planter, the level changes and it drops quite significantly there. Put the worms back in the soil. So what we want to do is we want to put a good layer of topsoil in this gap, and then just assess it from a distance. Just see if you can get the level back to how you want it. And it's as easy as that. I mean, we want to be using topsoil because if you're using compost, obviously it's going to rot down over time. And there'll be nothing there, you're just left with the hole again. So either bit of sharp sand or a bit of good quality topsoil will definitely do the trick. That was banging, that. So it's just a case of breaking any lumps up, like so, and then just spreading it around, making sure you're working them lumps in and getting it how you want it. Could do with cutting this up off your back a bit because it's going to block the light for some of the seed, I think. It's as easy as that with them. Yeah, I love red hot focus. These ones, we've had these from one of our old houses, and every year I split them and make new plants, and they're a fabulous plant. They flower in September and they look absolutely gorgeous. I'll put that on there for now. So as you can see, we're just working it in, getting rid of any of them lumps. Looks good, and then we'll get the rake on it and just level it off so it's perfect, so it's good to go when we're seeding it. So you can see there, it's looking a lot better. I mean, it looks like it's been bombed at the minute with that with all the soil on instead of the grass, but it's fine. So we're just looking around. We've got a bit of a dip here, so we're going to put some in this little area and some where the tree roots are there from the silver birch. And I think we're good to go with that. We can get the seed on and get the feed on. Right, next job. I didn't realise when we ordered these, we've got these aerating boots. They're about 11 quid. Get big spikes on them. We've got 15 on each, I think. So you obviously strap them to your feet and walk around like an idiot, I think. But it's going to put holes in the grass. It's going to help with the nutrients and the water and the air get to the roots, and then hopefully give us a perfect, healthy lawn. So we're going to try these and we're going to see. Bit of a tedious little job, screwing these in. I'd have done this last night for them, it's slowing me down. But it did come with a lovely little metal trowel. I don't know what it's come with that for. Maybe a little serrated edge on it. It's nice though. Nice in my little tool bag. Yeah, cool that, isn't it? There we go. We've got the Space Shades shoes on. So all we do is.
See if you can do the Michael Jackson move.
You want me to? I will in a minute. I'm gonna have to do it this way. Not a very glamorous job, is it? But if it works, it works. So we're champing around the grass, making sure we don't miss any. I might have to rake over. It's a bit uneven where I put the topsoil on, but I feel like it's doing what it's meant to do, and it's putting holes in the lawn, and that is literally it. Because we want to get all that feed, nutrients, air, water, down to the roots, and obviously have a healthier grass. Everything starts from the foundations, we know that. And obviously we're working the soil, and we're also getting rid of some of them leather jackets, which are an absolute pain in the arse for a nice, healthy lawn. So while I crack on, I'll speed job up. I'm seeing 2 ticks. Next job, we've got a bit of seed and a bit of feed left over from yesterday's job, but we've got another box there. So what we're going to do is we're going to use our little spreader that we got for a £5 from Wilco's when it was closing down. We've got it set already at the size we want, and we're just going to walk up and down and get it evenly spaced out all up and down the lawn. So hopefully it'll all grow nicely. Look the part, and the bits where the grass already is, it'll just thicken it up nicely. So I'm going to leave you here and see just how we do it. And that's it, done. As you can see, it's looking good. Hey, what are you doing? Dogs are went a bit mad on there. Probably put a little bit too much seed down, but there are some literally bare patches. So it'll be fine, it'll all grow. I might just run over with the rake just to even a little bit out. There's a little bit needs evening out. But all in all, that should see us through now. Well, we might hold off and see if it rains tonight so we don't have to use our water. But if it don't rain in the next few days, we'll water it, and then once it starts to germinate, going to keep up on the watering, just a little sprinkle in the evening if it's drying out, and that'll be it. And I guarantee, if you do this, follow these steps, cut it, don't scalp it on the first one, scarify it, rake the moss and stuff out of there, and then run over with the mower. Then aerate the lawn. Now you can use a fork if you want, but I just gone with them crazy looking moon boot shoe things, but they've done the job. And then feed it, and then seed it last. And then you could trample over the seed now, just to get a bit of contact with the soil, and leave it, and that's it, done. The only thing I will say is we get plagued in these trees by the pigeons, and it's usually when I'm working. So you've got to watch out for that, because they'll see this and they'll think it's bloody dinner time. Pain in the bloody arse they are, the wood pigeons. But we have got the 2 dogs there that will be chasing them off. So that's if they're not eating the bloody what I've just put down. Hey! So yeah, get outside, get your lawn done, and obviously get it done now, because we want it, well, as soon as that nice weather arrives, we want to be sitting down, chilling out with a nice cold glass of beer, barbecue on, or pizza oven in our case, whatever. You don't want to be doing it then. So let's get it sorted now. So if it's helped you this, let me know in the comments what you're doing to your lawn or what you do for your lawn care, because I ain't no expert. I'm just showing you how we do it here. And how we try and get the perfect lawn. Yeah, so you know what to do by now. Like, subscribe, do us a favour, let's help the channel grow so we can keep bringing you more content. And just showing you the easy ways how we do things here, you know, and it will look good, I guarantee it. So anyway, whatever you're doing, enjoy the rest of your bank holiday weekend. And I will say, happy Easter.